Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night. The beer we're going for tonight is from Buxton Brewery. It's this one. It is the 50/50 featuring Citra and Olicana hops. And it is, funnily enough, an IPA weighing in at 5.5% ABV. And it says on the side of the can that the 50/50 is a series of beers bringing together wonderful hop varieties from the US and the UK. Each pairing is carefully designed to showcase the character of each variety and to celebrate the intertwined history and development of modern hops. Your ingredients are the usual: water, barley, oats, wheat, hops, and yeast. Nothing exceptionally difficult or different about this one. Simple, straightforward beer. I'm not overly familiar with the Olicana hops before, but I do know they present some tropical fruit flavours, so mango, passion fruit, bit of grapefruit, and that should work lovely with the Citra, which gives a nice bright citrus flavour. So without further ado, let's get this Slaneshi coloured can open and into a glass, and 10 internet points for anyone who gets the Slanesh reference. So yeah. We're going to pour into my Northern Monk glass because I don't own a Buxton glass, and the pour is pale, slightly hazy. Not going to go nuts with the pour. Bit aggressive for the head, but there we go. So we have a nice, subtly hazy, yellow golden IPA with a solid 2-finger white head on it. So that's your beer up close in a glass. Looks all right, doesn't it? Let's have a whiff. Ah. It is tropical. I'm getting pineapple and lemon. Passion fruit, not so much. There is a slightly tart edge to it that maybe could be passion fruit. But big pineapple, big lemon, big mandarin, big orange. It smells sweet, juicy, and tropical is the general gist. So it looks good. It smells really nice. Let's have a taste. Cheers. It's all right though. It's all right. Light to medium body, silky soft carbonation. It's not aggressive in any way, shape, or form. It's a sweet beer, sweet citrus, so light sweet, Seville-like orange, bright sweet sugary lemon, pineapple is coming big and fast through this one. They work really well together, these hops. It's not shouting out any of the characteristics that I've been reading up on Olicana, namely the grapefruit, the mango, and the passion fruit, but what I'm tasting here is really, really nice indeed. It's a very summery, very light beer. It's 5.5%. You can't taste any of it. And as IPAs go, there's no bitterness. No bitterness at all, really, in this one. But the beer is wonderful in its own right. It's not what I normally look for in an IPA by any stretch, but it's delicious. And that finish is sweet, juicy, citrus-like, and ever so slightly dry. Ever so slightly dry. So, Buxton Brewery's 50/50. Excuse me, with a Citra and Olicana. What do I think of you? Well, before I tell you what I think of you, we're going to go to the Aid Memoir of Untapped, which says that there have been 4,500 check-ins to the beer, 13 from people I know, 3.72, which isn't a bad average, slightly less at 3.52 from the people I know. So, my score, currently empty. Let's give it some points. Top it off a little bit for the looks. It's an alright looking beer, that. You know, I would appreciate more colour, but it's alright. It's a nice level of haze. I really can't fault it for what it is. I'm going to give it a point. So, The aroma, I like it. It's sweet, it's tropical. But I want more. I want more strength on that one. It's quite a light aroma overall, but what is there is lovely, like I say. It demonstrates to me the Citra hop better than the Olicana. But then again, like I said, I'm not overly familiar with it, so I'm not 100% sure what it should be presenting. But I do get that sweet tropical, but it is predominantly more citrus on the nose. So I'm going to give it the 0.75 because I just want more of it. The body, cannot fault it. Light to medium, silky smooth carbonation, almost velvety, and a nice mouthfeel overall. Can't fault that at all. 7 a point. And the taste, I like, but, and it is a but. I want more bitterness. That would be lovely if you added just a real hint, well, not a hint, a good healthy suggestion, shall we say, of pithy grapefruit bitterness to come through that sweetness and cut it through and just balance out a little bit, because it is a predominantly sweet beer. I like what I'm tasting, but it doesn't fit an IPA for me, even though this one is intended perhaps to be a bit sweeter. So I'm going to give it the 0.5. Because, like I say, I want more bitterness. I expect bitterness. I expect more hop presence as well. Whilst there are hops here, plenty of them, there's just not enough to really push through and give that IPA characteristic. And the malts are a little bit... I don't want to use the word basic, but there's nothing shouting at me. But the finish is sweet and juicy. It's short. It's not overly hoppy, and it's not bitter again. So I'm going to give it the 0.5 because it's got none of the characteristics really that I look for in an IPA. So 50-50 from Buxton has got 3.75 out of 5. Not the best score, but not wildly different from the average that Untapped has given it. So yeah, bonus points. It can't have the full bonus because it can get 5 out of 5. Would I buy it again? That's a difficult question, but I tinge it with a but, because we're going to go to the value for money first of all. That beer cost me, I think it was £2.75 in my local Tesco. And for £2.75, I cannot shout. It's not bad value for money at all, if you like them on the sweeter side. But would I buy it again? It's a bargain. There's no getting away from that. I'm going to say no, I wouldn't buy it again, even though it is a bargain, because it doesn't fit my idea of an IPA. There's IPAs of a similar ABV, similar price point, that tick more boxes for me. So I'll say no on that one. So 50-50 from Buxton, featuring the Citra and Olicana hops, has got 3.75 out of 5 with a value for money bonus. There we go. So not the greatest beer, but far from a bad one. So all depends on what you like, really. If you like them sweet, you'll love it. If you like them bitter like me, then you'll probably prefer something else, a bit like their Kingslayer. That's got a great dose of bitterness in the back end. So yeah, if you like them bitter, Kingslayer is my recommendation. And on that note, we're going to say that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.